Finally, the days are long enough to start the car camping season. With each day, the sun rises 3 minutes earlier in the morning and sets 3 minutes later in the afternoon. It's the middle of February and the light is slowly returning to the northern Scandinavia. So I packed my car with everything I needed for a weekend in the outdoor. Sleeping bag, pillows, blankets, food. Pretty much all my camera gear. Everything I need to capture photos and video of both landscape and wildlife. Oh, and that's my partner Vivian. She's refilling the bird feeders. To get to my destination, I traveled through my hometown Söderhamn, up on the highway, and 90 kilometers later, the final stretch of dirt roads. I traveled all this way to one of my favorite places on earth. Welcome to Hornslandet on the eastern coast of Sweden. Welcome back to yet another video, and in this video we are kicking off the car camping season, and I can't think of a better way to start the season than visiting one of my favorite places, Hornslandet. I have been here many times before and I have recorded many videos here, but I just can't help myself. It's so nice here, and it's a really beautiful winter day, and the temperature has been up and down, and most of the snow has melted away, but during the night we had a drop in temperature, and we also had some snowfall, so the ground is covered in a thin layer of powder of snow, but I can see it's already started to melt in the sun. It's actually some warmth in the sun, so it's really nice out there. And what am I going to do in this video? Well, I'm gonna start off here, just look around a bit, and there's some bird feeders just a few hundred meters from here. So some really nice people have put up some bird feeders there. So I'm gonna check that out, see if there's some small birds there. And later, when the light isn't that harsh, I'm gonna go further down the coast and visit an area with a small lighthouse. I also have been there before, but I think it can get some really nice conditions for landscape photography there at sunset. A funny thing that we Scandinavians do when the sun is starting to be higher up in the sky and have some actual warmth is that we go out on a sunny day and we find maybe a wall or a tree that has been warmed up by the sun, and we go like this. We face the sun, close our eyes, and we expose our forehead, and we can stand like this for several minutes. It's a common thing, actually. It's a cultural thing. And we do this for a few minutes. Could be on a lunch break or just when we take a break from job. Ah, it's really nice. I don't know if it's just us Scandinavians who does it, but it's a cultural thing. It's really nice. And there's actually some swans getting closer here, so I'm gonna get my telelens and see if I can get some nice shots of them. This is what's so nice with being outdoors. You never know what will happen. Sure, I saw the swans far away, but I could never believe or imagine that they would come towards me. And I had a really nice moment down by the sea with the swans. It was so fun to watch them go up and down in the waves. And I think the shot that I got was really nice as well. So really lucky moment. And hopefully I will be just as lucky at the bird feeders. Maybe there are some small birds there, so let's go and have a look. There's the bird feeder, and there are birds here, so I'm gonna change my lens because this 70-200 is a little bit too short focal length to photograph these birds. It worked really well for the swans, but these are so much smaller, so I'm gonna change my lens and see if I can get some pictures of them. I'm so happy that I could afford to buy this lens. This is the Nikon Z 400mm f4.5, and imagine having those 2.8 telelenses really big. I would never carry that with me when I'm out on a trip like this, when I both do landscape photography and wildlife. But this, I could have it in my bag and just take it out whenever I need it. So compact and light. Really love this lens. And I also have the 1.4 teleconverter, so this is a 560mm combination. And I was looking for backlit conditions to take pictures of the birds, and maybe some of them turn out to be good. And what about landscape photography? Well, the sky is still clear blue and there's not a cloud in sight, so I wonder what the conditions will be for landscape photography at sunset. Maybe I won't get any nice conditions, but still I'm gonna go there and have a look.
Go where, you might ask?
At the southernmost tip of Hornslandet there are some cliffs overlooking the sea. On the cliffs there is a small lighthouse. It's really lovely out here. A bit windy, get cold fingers. And as far as landscape photography goes, I can't really find anything interesting. Clear blue skies at sunset, that's not really optimal for landscape photography. I want some textures and some drama in the sky with saturated colors. And as far as I can tell, that's not gonna happen. So instead I started looking at my feet. In the proximity of my feet, you know, like textures in the snow and small plants, but I'm not really feeling it. So I've decided to pack my things and heading back to my car. And I'm gonna go back to where I was earlier this day, because that's where I'm gonna sleep. And if I can't find anything today, there's always tomorrow. So I'm gonna go up really early in the morning at sunrise. It's around 7 in the morning, so I still have some really nice chance for good landscape photography. But for now, let's head back to the car. Okay, so I'm back at where I started this video earlier today, and I just realized that I'm being a little bit lazy. It's so tempting to just go back to the car and have a cozy time there. But the truth is, there is still some chance for nice conditions. There could be some really nice colors over the sea with some purples and blues. So I'm gonna sit there for a while. And it's like, you know, I'm pretty sure you have experienced this. It's like when you have forgotten someone's name, and you're absolutely sure you know this, but you have forgotten it, and you think about it like a really long time, really concentrating and trying to remember the name, but you can't remember it. And then you go about and do whatever for like 10 minutes, and all of a sudden that name just pops up in your head. It's been there the whole time. And sometimes landscape photography can be that way. I mean, I have been running around pretty much all day like a headless chicken and trying to find nice compositions, but I haven't found anything. So now I'm gonna stop and just sit here, and hopefully something will pop up, just present itself out of nothing. I got my camera right here, so I'm ready if something happens. A full hour of nothing. That's a little bit too much of nothing for my taste. And I'm cold and hungry, so I think I've earned my downtime. So yeah, it's time to go back to the car and make it really comfortable and have a cozy time. Have something to eat. And I'm really looking forward to tomorrow. I've checked the weather forecast, and it looks like could be some really nice conditions actually at sunrise. Let's see here, this is Sunday. Yeah, it's actually, we got some clouds and some sun, so that's the really good conditions that I'm hoping for. I'm mostly a weekend photographer, and sometimes I feel a pressure to produce nice photos to show you. As much as I love sharing my photography adventures through this YouTube channel, these trips are also recreational time for me. Time to recover from a week of work. Maybe someday this channel will give me the opportunity to do more photography. You can help me to achieve that by simply pressing the subscribe button or give the video a thumbs up. I'm very grateful for your support. Well, good morning. I had a really good night's sleep in the car. So cozy. And look at this beautiful sunrise. I got some potential here for some nice landscape photography. So I'm just gonna go further down the coast, maybe 100 or 200 meters, and look for some icy boulders. You know, the boulders down at the coastline get covered in ice when the water washes over them. So that's what I'm gonna look for, and hopefully the sunrise will kick off some more. There's a lot of cloud coverage, but hopefully I'll get nice colors. Okay, so I will start off with this composition. There's a lot of chaos among the boulders here, but I will start here and see if I can find anything simpler later on. I was setting up my camera to start shooting, and it was like someone turned off the light. All the colors disappeared in 30 seconds. So what do I do now? Will the colors return? I doubt they will return. So I might resort to black and white photography, because the colors just poof, disappeared. Very strange. There's no point denying it. I am a headless chicken. I have been running back and forth along the coast there. I've been climbing boulders. I've been out in the water with water high up on my boots, just to get some separation between the rocks or boulders out in the water. And I actually like the colors. My favorite color is blue, so at this time in the morning there's a lot of blues in the sky and the water, so it looks nice. But I'm not sure if I have found that perfect composition, so whatever I have found I will put up on screen for you. I forgot my phone in the car. I have no idea what time it is, but I still have a lot of energy, so I'm gonna go to one more location. So I see you there. When I'm here at Hornslandet, I always want to come to this beach. This is the nature preserve of Hullik, and it's so nice here. I love it here. And today I was in for a really big surprise. The entire cove is covered in broken up ice, and I'm pretty sure this ice isn't from here. It must have traveled from somewhere else, probably further inland, and it's traveled along the coast with the currents and ended up here. And it makes the most amazing sound when they are grinding over each other, and it looks really nice. So hopefully I can take a few pictures here before I go back home. I'm hand holding all these shots. It's quite bright right now, and I want these ice sculptures in focus, so I'm at f16, and I have turned on the image stabilization, the sensor stabilization. So even though I'm at f16, I can take these shots handheld. This is so much fun. I've been to both ends of this beach, and it's so beautiful here, and I'm so happy that I took my time to come here. And as I said before, I've been here many times before, so sometimes it could be hard to get that creativity going when you're visiting the same location over and over again. But sometimes you just need that little change in conditions, like this broken up ice, to get really excited about it. And that's what happened today. So glad I came here. So yeah, now it's time to go back home. And I'm really happy you tuned in this week. And give the video a thumbs up if you like the content. I see you in the next video. Bye for now.